Hi. Yeah.
Were any Bigfoot harmed in the making of the film?
No, we say that at the end. We say no, but the raccoon shot wasn't filmed there, and the I realized I learned about scary movies is that there's a reason in a movie where you hear a noise and the camera pans over and oh, it's the cat that knocked over the vase, and then something scary happens, and I realized that I didn't have that scene, so I thought we should have a raccoon scene. But in Hollywood, it's $4,000 for a raccoon. And so my daughter found a place that they took rehab to animals, and they rescue animals, and we donated some money, and they let me climb into a cage with a wild raccoon. And I put ground on the floor so it looked like a forest and bushes in there, and then just whip pan the camera and then edit the actors in. But when they let the raccoon out of its cage, first of all, the woman wouldn't get in the cage with me. They let the thing out and just ran and climbed up my leg, a wild raccoon, and then hung its little hand in my pocket. And then it goes, and she goes, that's a happy noise. And then I said, can I pet it? And she goes, well, no, but if I don't see it, because eventually I pet a wild raccoon, and well, after seeing me wussed out at the beginning, you don't find that hard to believe, but I got choked up that day too. Someone in the back there, hi.
I have a question for the two main characters. Did the whole experience have any effect on your attitudes or your beliefs about Bigfoot?
I'm still like I always have been. I'm a believer, so it hasn't changed anything for me.
Yeah, it hasn't really changed. I don't not believe. It's the funny thing is that, when I was really the only one who even had an experience when we were out camping and sleeping, that I heard something and felt something run by my tent and then run by quickly again. So it's kind of funny that I'm the cynic in the group, but I think I believe in possibilities for sure. Compared to these guys.
The question wasn't about love. Hi, the woman, we haven't,
Yeah, so it looks like a lot of blood, sweat, and tears have gone into us all being here at this exact moment right now. Tell us a little bit about that moment where you were like, this idea popped into your head, like, holy shit, I'm going to make a movie about Bigfoot. And then tell us about what it took for you to mentally prepare yourself and the hard work that it took to get here.
Well, originally I just I had a week off, and so I got in my car and drove around California to go to some famous Bigfoot sites just because that was just a present to the 8-9-year-old me. And then I started thinking about making a movie, and then once I got to Willow Creek, I thought, well, it really lends itself to a suspense found footage movie. And I talked to a filmmaker, Joe Lynch, and I said, found footage are so hacky. And he says, I believe in you, and if that's what's speaking to you, you need to go out and do that because it'll be your found footage movie. He goes, you want to do a Western, right? I go, yeah. And a musical, I go, yeah. He goes, well, just go do this. And the Western's not really a Western, it's actually a gay Billy Jack movie, but it's ass-kicking ex-Marine who gets kicked out during. I have no problem telling people the premises of my upcoming movies, because if you can get them made, knock yourself out. I said to Gus Van Zandt, I go, I want to make the coolest boy. If you're a 13-year-old gay boy, I want to make the coolest movie you ever saw besides 300. So for us, tonight is a culmination of all the energy that we put into the movie. I know I sound really corny, but I'm 100% sincere. This is such a beautiful way for us to end our journey with this movie. Journey? Jesus, I don't watch too much reality television. I really mean, it means so much to me to see people come out like this. It's crazy. I can't wait to tell everybody about tonight. So thanks. The Patterson film is hard to get because it's owned by, the ownership is owned by a few people. I could have probably pushed it because I don't have Subway's permission either, and you see their sign in the back. Don't tell anyone. But, so that's why. I mean, that's true, right? The ownership of
Patricia Patterson, the family still owns the Patterson-Gilman film, so I don't know what they charge to license it, but it's quite a bit.
probably more than a raccoon.
In town, I wonder how much that was scripted and how much the locals knew about the movie beforehand.
Yeah, I don't think they knew about the film at all. We were explaining a lot to people as we were going, like Steve in the bookstore. We didn't know, he didn't really know what we were doing, and it wasn't like, hey, right away we sit down and start filming someone. But there was a lot of talking and convincing people that, we're coming from a good place with this film, and, we're not poking fun. We really want to make this, a real kind of also documentary in a way too. So, yeah.
Yeah, as far as it being scripted, it really kind of came as it's more like a kind of 12-page treatment, of like from start to finish what Bobcat wanted, his vision was, and it was all in there in those 12 pages. And, so really he would just kind of direct us with a few key plot points that maybe he'd want in there, or some dialogue pieces, elements add to it, and then he would cover himself in blanket and go to the back of the truck again. So so he was really directing from the back seat of a lot of the car seats. He was always there kind of churning us along and stuff, so, yeah.
It'd be like that. I mean, that was really good. Talk about how you want to go to LA, and then she wants to go to LA and you don't want to. And say that line about Frushi again. And look out, because on the left it's a road called Icy Road, and we're going to take a left there. Okay, go. And they're going over a winding road with cliffs. So that was somewhat how we did the movie. Hi.
Know the actors beforehand, or were they cast for this film?
I did know the actors beforehand. Bryce, he started the movie I did called Sleeping Dogs Live, or it's called Stay. That's about how much money he made, yeah. And Alexi is in a movie I did called World's Greatest Dad. She's great. And then they both show up in a movie I did called God Bless America with Tiny Parts. So, yeah, I'm shooting a doc right now about a fascinating man, and it's funny because he said he recently tweeted that I like Bigfoot more than him, and he's a big hairy guy, and I said, well, look, Robin Williams, Bigfoot, I love hairy men that live in the woods, and I love you all equally. Let's do one more. I'm sorry, I apologize, but we're going to hang out and say hi to everybody. So hi.
Hi, can we hear a song?
Well, we just so happen to have. So that's a great cue. That's a nice segue. Wow, you're a white male. Why don't you have a late night talk show? The networks are really taking some chances right now. We have a special treat for you. This is the first time we've ever done this. Tom's going to sing the unedited version because I edited Roger and Bob. And we're also going to ask you for, we're making it a sing-along, so we're going to have the lyrics up here.
That's all.
So I don't know if we're supposed to, Cliff is okay. I just filmed an episode of Finding Bigfoot, so I was very flattered. I'm one of the few civilians that was ever on the show.
New episode tonight, by the way.
New episode tonight. I only got bit by one tick.
Sorry.
So I'm taking the medicine, so I don't think I have Lyme disease.